Okay, so what is the number one online tool to help freight brokers and freight agents to start making more money as a freight broker startup? All right, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. But the fact is, there are tons of online tools out there. There are TMS software called Transportation Management Software, which is an important piece of a broker's business. There's customer relationship software. That's where you help manage all your sales leads and all your customer related data. And then you've got productivity software, and you've got GPS tracking software, and you've got AI software and marketing software. You've got all kinds of software and online tools out there to help you grow your business. But the fact is, not all of them are created equal, and not all of them are absolutely necessary as a freight broker startup. But today, I'm going to share with you the most necessary and the number one tool that every freight broker and freight agent needs in order to start making money fast as a freight broker startup. Now, you may have guessed it by now. It's called a load board. Now, a load board, just for real simplicity, is a hub where freight brokers and freight agents collaborate with truck drivers and carriers in an effort to try to help them each achieve their business goals, right? Imagine this. Imagine a place where a freight broker can go and post all of their loads and search and find available trucks to match those loads. And carriers and drivers can post their trucks and search for available loads that they're interested in. So sounds like a match made in heaven, right? Well, that's why load boards are so popular. That's why load boards are so important. And that's why today I'm going to share with you the top 5 load boards that every freight broker and freight agent need to know. Let's go. Okay, so number 1 on the list is called the DAT. Now, the DAT has been around for a long time. I use them pretty much from day one of my brokerage through the point when I did sell that brokerage years ago. Were an invaluable tool for us. And as a matter of fact, they are actually a preferred vendor in my Freight Broker Bootcamp community. And with all of my members and students, they're very, very popular. You can see they have a couple of different formats here, a couple of different options for you to get started. But ultimately, this is a load board. This is a tool where you can connect with carriers, connect with drivers, find trucks, manage your freight, source equipment. The great thing about the load boards, even a load board like DAT, who's not the least expensive. They're definitely not the cheapest load board out there. But when you think about it, 1 or 2 loads covered from that load board is going to more than pay for the cost for an entire month. So you can see here they've got live real-time results from Trucker Super Database. You can view multiple searches at once. You can filter results. There's all kinds of tools associated with it. So DAT is number 1 on the list. If you want a special offer where you can get access to that, including 1 free month, just check out freightbrokerbootcamp.com/DAT. Again, I'll put that up here on the screen somewhere, freightbrokerbootcamp.com/DAT. Number 2 on the list is TruckStop, also known as Internet TruckStop, right? That's what it used to be known as, and the domain was Internet TruckStop for the longest time. And TruckStop is one of the early pioneers in load boards, right? They've been around for a very long time. They were another staple that we used on a regular basis. You can see here some of the stats. They have 29,284 heavy haul loads. They've got 18,219 specialized loads, LTLs and partials. They cover a wide range of different types of equipment, but ultimately as a load board, they have great access to capacity. They've got a lot of other great tools. They've got a suite of tools from, very inexpensive and affordable up to higher end, with different plans and pricing. So you can check that out. Again, you can just simply go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/TruckStop if you're interested in the special offer. freightbrokerbootcamp.com/TruckStop. All right, that's number 2 on the list. Number 3 is one that you may or may not have heard of before. I know that we didn't use it from the get-go as a broker, but we did learn about it, and they have been around for a very long time. And so it's called Direct Freight. So Direct Freight Services is a load board, just like every other load board, where they aggregate carriers, they aggregate brokers, loads and trucks, and then they create a match, right? So there's a lot of different features associated with this. There's load and truck searching, there's credit reports, there's It covers weather and, booked and pending loads. There's all kinds of different features in here. The nice thing about Direct Freight is that it's one of the more affordable load boards out there. So they've kept their price pretty low, pretty affordable, and it's definitely one that you as a broker or agent want to check out. So check that out at freightbrokerbootcamp.com/direct freight. Okay, that's number 3 on the list. We got a couple more to go. Hang tight with me here because a couple of these you probably never heard of, but they're extremely powerful. Okay, so the next one on the list is 123 Load Board. All right, now 123 Load Board has a variety of different tools. It caters obviously to both brokers and carriers, but you can see here that they show some examples of available loads here. They have some tutorials on how to use it. They say here that they've had over 53 million truckloads posted annually. They have over 88,000 qualified carriers, and the available truckload opportunity is $106 million as it stands right now. So that's what's available right now on 123 Load Board. So yeah, you definitely want to check them out. They're not one of the larger load boards, but they are really, really popular. And they've got very competitive pricing. Again, they've tried to keep their pricing on the lower tier to make it a lot more affordable for startups. So that's definitely one you're going to want to check out. Again, that's 123 Load Board. You can check out any special offers at freightbrokerbootcamp.com/123 Load Board. All right. That's where you can check that out. That's number 4 on the list. And number 5 is one that you probably have never heard of. Maybe if you were a carrier also or an owner operator, you've probably heard of this. It's called Trucker Path. Now, Trucker Path is exactly that. It's very popular in the trucking community. You can see here they have over 8 million downloads of their app. They've got over 7 million truck safe miles routed. They've got over 4 million community generated updates, and they've got over 500,000 local business partners. They got trucking GPS and truck restrictions. The cool part about it is because this app has been installed on so many drivers' phones, on their smartphones, they have access to capacity that a lot of the other load boards don't even know about, right? And ultimately, I think they're going to get very aggressive in regards to the types of pricing and benefits, as well as the overall service that they're providing to brokers, because they are definitely looking for brokers to leverage their service. Again, it says they have 100,000 carrier, the largest network of any load board, right? And they're obviously a tech company because they run this app and they've been doing it for a very long time. So Trucker Path would be another one. You can check that out. Any special offers at freightbrokerbootcamp.com/Trucker Path. But ultimately, again, whether you choose the DAT, who's a preferred partner of Freight Broker Bootcamp, and you could go to freightbrokerbootcamp.com/DAT, or you pick Truck Stop, or you pick Direct Freight, or you pick 123 Load Boards, or Trucker Path, whatever it is. Here's the fact. You don't need them all. And you don't need 4, and you don't need 3, and you don't need 2, but you definitely need 1 to get started as a freight broker, because you're going to need access to those trucks. You're going to need access to the other tools associated with it. So I strongly suggest you pick 1 and just get the ball rolling. So, and if you're curious about becoming a freight broker or a freight agent, and you're looking for somebody to connect the dots, and you're looking for some additional training and handholding, check out freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Trained over 10,000 students, been in business well over a decade, and we offer a 60-day, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. So check that out at freightbrokerbootcamp.com. We'll see you in the next one.